Sairam, one and all. Dear students, in the previous class we discussed a geography lesson, India and its climate. You might have gone through my video as well as the lessons. I hope you might have written all the answers also. Dear students, today we are moving to another lesson. See, India attained freedom in the year 1947. After that, we are facing a lot of problems. Just list out the problems still India is facing. Could you list out the problems? In your home itself, list out the problems. Then I will go through the problems and what are the measures we can take to solve all those problems. Okay. Dear students, the problems of India and their solutions. Today we are going to see the problems of India and their solutions. Problems of India or challenges facing India and their solutions. See, after independence, India has faced numerous external and internal problems. These problems have to be managed through efficient administration. See, if the problem remains with us, it becomes problem. Problems, always it becomes problem. So, the problems have to be managed through efficient administration. The support of citizen is needed for our democratic governments at the center, state and the local levels. Dear students, now let's see what are the problems faced by our country. Isn't it our duty to know this? Yes, we need to know and also find some solutions to them. It is our bounden duty to know the problems. As you are the students of school and citizens of this future, you should know the problems. Most of them are human-made and national emergencies. Hence, the need is to find a reasonable and human solution. The solution is to be found through good administration, social reformation, fast and efficient judiciary. Now, let us list out the problems. The problems are, you know that, unemployment, corruption, then discrimination, communalism, status of women, terrorism and corporate strategy are the problem. These are all the challenges. Once again, unemployment, corruption, discrimination, then status of women and communalism, terrorism, then corporate strategy. Dear students, now let's focus on unemployment. Unemployment. See, then what do you mean by unemployment? See, every day we come across the word unemployment rate. What do you mean by unemployment? Unemployment is a situation where a person doesn't find work according to his capacity, according to his qualification. Sometimes an engineer student, after completion of his engineering, if he could not find engineering job, that is the situation of unemployment. Instead of engineering, he is going to driving or somewhere, it is unemployment. Unemployment is a situation where a person doesn't find work according to his capacity qualification. See, at present, India has a huge population as well as unemployment. These are all the biggest challenge for us. India has a huge population and unemployment is big problem. Usually, the population and improved technology are considered as the two reasons for the unemployment. Which are the two problems? Improved technology. Improved technology. Improved technology and population. Overpopulation, we can call overpopulation. Apart from this, there are other reasons for unemployment are, that shortage of natural resource, dependency of agriculture, ruined cottage industries, lack of skill-based education. These are all the other reasons for other reasons for unemployment. Once again, shortage of natural resource. Natural resource. See, we are not having plenty of natural resource. That is also means scarcity of natural resource is also one of the challenges. Then dependency on agriculture. Dependency means here excessive dependency, over dependency on agriculture. See, for example, Rangappa and Yellamma both have 5 acres of land. Few years later, that they got 2 children. After some years, in the 5 acre of land, the dependency is increased. See, now 4 people depending on 5 acre. After another generation, these 2 children will have 4 children. See, Rangappa and his wife and their children and their grandchildren. Every year this dependency is increasing. That means over dependency on agriculture. That means dependency of agriculture. Then ruined cottage industries. Today you know that most of the cottage industries are vanished. Most of the cottage industries. But few years back, these cottage industries were providing number of employment opportunities. But due to this globalization, due to reforms in economy, these industries were were closed down. Ruined cottage industries. Then another one is lack of skill-based education. Lack of skill. Lack of skill-based education. Lack of natural resource, over dependency on agriculture, ruined cottage industries, lack of skill-based education are the reasons. Now, what are the reasons for unemployment in India? Note down the question. This is for Vidyagama, this is for notes. What are the reasons for unemployment in India? Population, improved technology considered as the 2 reasons. Apart from that, these are all the reasons. According to 2011 census, the poverty rate is 21.9%. See, now the poverty rate is 21.9%. According to 2011 census. Still poverty, vicious circle of poverty haunting in this country. And this indicates the growing problem of unemployment in India. See, if unemployment exists in India, automatically poverty will exist. If unemployment exit from India, automatically poverty will exit from India. What? If you exit the unemployment, poverty will exit. If unemployment rate increases, the poverty rate will also increase. So both are correlated factor. That is why we have to wipe out this unemployment. Already I mentioned poverty and unemployment both are correlated factor. Now, in order to solve the poverty related issues, both central government and state governments have taken various measures to generate employment for the people. Means steps have been improved the skill level of the job. Today most of you go anywhere, so many students, engineering students, medical students, they say, sir, we are unemployed. After learning after completion of their degree, they say, sir, we are unemployment. In this country we are not able to get the job, proper job. They curse the country, they curse the fate. But if you ask some questions related skill, if you check that they have, whether they have skill, the skill level is very poor. Those who have skill level in higher order, they will get job. Through that only we have to improve. See, that is called recalibrating our skill. Every day we have to be updated. Every minute we have to update ourselves. That sustains the employment level. Here steps have been improved. Improve the skill level of the job seekers has taken, so that they can have better access to the employment. Providing loans and subsidy to enable people engage in self-employment. Self-employment is another solution to wipe out unemployment. Self-employment is another challenge to alleviate unemployment. Self-employment. Through self-employment, we can give job opportunity for many. I always used to tell that you don't be a job seeker instead of job provider. Be a job provider. Okay. In reality, handicrafts and products created out of self-employment are unable to compete with the goods created by globalized economy. Today, another challenge for this unemployment is globalized economy. See, 20 or 30 years back, incense sticks, what we call agarbatti, that were made at handicrafts in a house. But today, MNCs have come and they are producing these incense sticks in factory in large scale. Due to that, these household industries were shut down. See, few years back, these nylon saris have come, were introduced. Petroleum based saris have been introduced. Due to that, they are made at cheaper cost. Due to that, our weaving industries were shut down. See, and globalization, how globalization had a negative impact on our household industries. Okay. In reality, handicrafts and products created out of self-employment are unable to compete with the goods created by the globalized economy, and this has further complicated the issue of unemployment. Hence, the solution is to inculcate world-class skill to our people so that they can compete with global production. Dear children, if you want to shine like a sun, you have to burn like a sun. So each and every day you have to sharpen your skill. You have to sharpen your skill. And this is all about unemployment. Dear children, once again note down my question. What do you mean by unemployment? What do you mean by unemployment? Another question. What are the reasons for unemployment in India? Note down that. Now, another challenge, another problem in India is that you know everywhere it is dancing. It is dancing. Corruption. What? Corruption. But do you know the meaning of corruption? What is corruption? Corruption is another evil in public life of India. Corruption means offering bribe. That means lancha. And following illegal means, illicit meanings, immoral means, immoral paths to achieve some illegal benefits. Corruption misuse the public authority for personal gain. See, instead of serving the public, here means it leads to serve personal gains. Sweeping away all the procedures of narrow personal gain can also be termed as the corruption. It has become contagious disease in personal life. It is like cancer. Corruption influences negatively on the both public life as well as private life, personal life. Corruption influences on economic, social and political life of a country negatively. See, it is spreading like that corruption is like cancer, and everywhere it is common. It seems to be common. To get done any government works, see, some people demanding money. This is corruption. It affects on the development of the country. It creates a negative image of the country. And corruption deteriorates the ethics in personal life. In public life, see, corruption deteriorates ethics in our personal life. Now let's see it in public life. In public life, bribery, nepotism, caste favorism and intentional slowdown of the work appear as various forms of corruption. Very sad thing. Very, very sad thing. This younger generation should learn from this evil, and we should expect a bright country in future by wiping out this corruption. See, otherwise, that bribery creep into our public life and political life and economic life. Nepotism creep into our public life. Caste favorism, intentional slowdown of work, that creeps means enters in our public life. That deteriorates the quality of life. See, due to that, so many poor people have to suffer. Political corruption leads to crime. It also provides motivation to corruption in public life. And it also nourishes the misadministration, means maladministration. Things like tax evasion, means tax evasion. Things like tax evasion. Then illegal hoarding of things illegally. For example, hoarding tomatoes for 1 or 2 months in refrigeration system. Why? Creating artificial shortage. That is illegal hoarding. Smuggling, illegal hoarding, smuggling, then economic offenses, cheating, violation of international exchange. These are all the form of corruption. Dear student, it is not impossible. It is not impossible to wipe out corruption. It is impossible to root out corruption by either rejecting it at a personal level or just going along with it. See, we have to find a solution for this corruption. That is your duty, the responsible citizen's duty. Now let us see how to solve this corruption problem in the next class. Dear students, I asked some questions. I hope you will answer all those questions, note down them, and I won't give any special separate question for Vidyagama. You consider these questions for Vidyagama. Go through my video. Sai Ram. Take care.